Hi guys, 4K Vault here again today with another unboxing. Today I'm going to unbox this newest release, which is Ben-Hur from 1959, Best Picture winner, and 11 Academy Awards, won 11 Academy Awards. It is the 4K Ultra HD and the digital code. This is not the Steelbook version, this is the 4K release with the slipcover from Warner Brothers. It is on 2 discs, so there are 2 discs in here, no Blu-ray. I got this one at Walmart for, I believe, $20. It does have Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. So yeah, let's open it up here, take off the slipcover. The slipcover is very similar to the disc here. You can hear the disc is moving in there, which is unfortunate. Let's open it up. The only other films on 4K that I have that are on 2 discs where you have to swap them out is Lawrence of Arabia. I do know that this is a longer film. I think I've heard it's close to 4 hours, so don't know if that's right for sure, but I've heard it's pretty long. So it makes sense on why it has to be on 2 discs. Yeah, that's unfortunate that was rummaging around. Doesn't look like it's too cracked or too scratched. Hopefully it'll be all right. Okay. Oh, they're both falling out. Hopefully it'll be okay. Oh, and there is another disc. There is a special features disc. Interesting. I didn't know that. Well, disappointed that both those discs were moving around. That's unfortunate. As you can see, these discs are fairly plain. Don't know if this is supposed to be a bronze or something. And this one's green. Blu-ray disc of the special features. I mean, of all the discs that could have been falling around, I would have hoped it was the bonus features disc. That's all right. Yeah, and the back here is the same for the slipcover as this here. Let's see if there's anything interesting. Looks like the special features has commentary by film historian. Music only track on 4K disc. It has 2 all-new special features. That's kind of cool. I have never seen this movie. I haven't even really heard much about it. Clearly it's older. I mean, it's got to be 66, 67 years old now. But it did win Best Picture. And I've heard great things about this 4K transfer, so I'm really excited to get to watch it. And I think that this is a really good looking cover art. I don't even know what the movie's about, but I just think it pops. I think it looks good. Don't know if it's on theme, but I would assume it is. And I don't know, I just really like how it looks, regardless of what the movie is or about. I just think this is a cool looking cover. So let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna watch this and then I'll be right back with my thoughts on how this 4K movie looks. Hey everyone, welcome back to the 4K Vault. Today I'm taking a look at one of the true giants of classic cinema, and this is Ben-Hur on 4K Ultra HD. I finally watched this movie and I've got to say I really liked it. This is one of those films where even if you've already know what's considered a classic, it still kind of sneaks up on you with just how massive, elegant, and pretty impressive it really is. And now that it finally landed on 4K Ultra HD for the first time, this is exactly the kind of release that reminds you why physical media matters. So Warner released it on February 17th, 2026, and this new edition is built from a fresh 8K scan of the original 65mm camera negative with Dolby Vision and HDR10 and a new Dolby Atmos mix. The movie is also split across 2 Ultra HD discs, which is a huge plus for a film this long. So as far as the release itself, Ben-Hur came out in a few different versions depending on what you want to collect. There's a standard 4K edition, which is this one, and I really like the colors on this with the turquoise and the gold and the white. I just thought this looks really good. There's also a steelbook version that came out, and I just don't like it as much. And then I think there's a more premium collector's edition. The film spread over 2 4K discs, like I said, and there's also a separate Blu-ray disc for bonus material. So that's kind of cool that they added that in. Some of the features that are on that Blu-ray disc is Ben-Hur, Anatomy of an Epic, and the cinematography of scale, along with legacy extras like the Charlton Heston commentary. There's a music-only track, documentaries, and screen tests. So I think I'll just share some of my movie thoughts. As a movie, Ben-Hur absolutely earns its reputation. I'd heard a lot about it, but this is not just a respect it because it's old kind of movie. It's genuinely interesting. It feels huge in every way. The sets, the costumes, the action, the performances, the music, all of it. The story has the scale of an epic, but it also works on a very personal level because the rivalry between Judah Ben-Hur, the main character in this movie, and his rival character, I think his name is Messala, gives the whole thing emotional weight. And of course, there's a really famous chariot race that is just pretty unbelievable. Even after decades of hype, it still lives up to the hype. That sequence alone with the chariot race is a flex of old school filmmaking that still embarrasses a lot of modern blockbusters. The film, as you can see, won 11 Academy Awards, which tied the all-time record, and in 2004 it was selected for preservation in the National Film Registry. It was also adapted from Lew Wallace's 1880 novel and remade from the 1925 silent film version. So let's talk a little bit about the visuals. This is where I think the disc really shines. I gave the visuals a 4.5 out of 5. And I think that score is very easy to pick. The movie was shot on 65mm film, which is pretty large film. Modern day IMAX movies are shot on 70mm film. So for the time or the age that this came out, that was a large film. It was an MGM Camera 65 system, later known as the Ultra Panavision 70, and it was framed at an ultra-wide aspect ratio, 276:1. So right away you're dealing with a lot of format that was built for the scale, but it does have some black bars on the top and bottom that aren't always my favorite. I like when the movie takes up the whole screen, but when you watch the movie, you kind of start to forget about the black bars as the movie goes on. The details are incredible. The armor, marble, fabrics, the horses, the skin textures, the desert landscapes, there's huge crowd shots. It all has this crisp, rich texture that looks and makes the movie feel alive in a way that older home releases just couldn't quite match. The Dolby Vision part gives the film a huge boost too, because the reds, blues, greens, purples, golds, they all look deeper and more luxurious. And because it's Dolby Vision, the movie is able to change and adapt the pixels instead of being stuck at a set rate throughout the entire movie. And this allows for more richer, crushing detail. So for me, I give it the visuals a 4.5 out of 5. For the sound, I also landed on 4.5 out of 5. And this release includes the original English 6-track stereo mix, preserved in lossless DTS HD master audio, and it also includes a new Dolby Atmos track. That's a really cool detail because Warner didn't just throw the original audio away and replace it with something modernized. They gave you both the historic option and the new immersive option. The Atmos mix is excellent, but in a tasteful way. This is not one of those Atmos tracks that is constantly trying to show off. It preserves the original character of the movie. So that's why I give it a 4.5 out of 5, because for what it is, it's amazing. It sounds really good, a lot better than the original, in my opinion.